Welcome folks to another TradePicks video. This time it's for November 11th, 2025, and we weren't feeling up to trading this morning, so we came on quite late and started to play around. And today was a GLTO, a stock that is high price, that has been hanging around for about the last 4 days. So we thought we'd take a gander and play with it. Remember, playing on the stock market will lead you to great big losses, big red marks on your bank account. So do not do it without seeking professional advice, without training on the simulator, and without making sure that you are absolutely sure that what you're investing is what you can afford to lose. So let's get into it. Our P&L today started out badly. We're down $15, and we managed to pick it back up and wound up today with $2.73. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. For the month, we upped our monthly P&L from $11 to $17.73. And our trades, we took 4 losing and 3 winners, but the winning trades dollar amount was greater. Here you see 7 trades, all on GLTO. We started out with 3 losers, a winner, another loser, and then finally 2 winners to get us green. So it was a trial and error, but hey, there's the price of admission. So here are our trades on GLTO. So you can see there it's Pacific time. I'm on Pacific time at 11:20 in the morning. And I just got on and thought, well, heck, let's see if there's anything moving at all, and see if the market is really changing patterns, if it's going to be bullish. And we saw GLTO having a move up. If you like our videos, like and subscribe. The like costs absolutely nothing. It's the little thumbs up right there below you. So here we jumped in, we weren't getting filled, we tried again, we tried to get filled twice, so we've got both of our templates are there. We set the templates for 70 cents down as a loss and $4 up. And we couldn't get filled, and that was a shame. So we tried again, and we finally get filled at 29, which is quite high. And I thought it was still going to go up. You see there, I should have closed it when it hit $9, but I didn't. I thought it was going to keep going, and that was a mistake. So when you get into a trade like that and you see something pop, figure out a way, hotkeys, do whatever you have to do, cancel, flatten out, do whatever you have to do, sell at the bid, sell at the ask, sell at the market, whatever you have to do to be positive. Because here we had an opportunity to be positive, even right here, before we finally drop down and get stopped out. Now the stop wasn't bad because we got stopped out 70 cents, which is a good thing. We didn't lose more money, but the volume kept increasing down there, and I gotta be honest with you, this wasn't a play that I went in there with a focus in mind and saying, I'm going to sit down and evaluate its resistance levels. I'm going to do all of this. It was a spur of the moment thing, just because of what I was looking at, the green candle bars moving up and the volume, and I thought that it had a possibility. That's the only reason I went in. So this was more of a instinct. And you see that gap there on the 5-minute chart, which we know it's going to come back down and fill it. And there it goes. It fills it. So again, took another trade. We're only using 5 shares. And luckily, though, we didn't trade a whole lot yesterday. So we had $1,700 in settled funds today because being a bank holiday, funds don't settle. The funds that you used on Monday don't settle until Tuesday. So we had $1,700 to play with, and that's what we're using here. And it's important for 2 reasons. One, we want to make sure that the market is changing and that it is starting to liven up a little bit. And 2, we want our action. We want our, whether you want to admit it or not, you get addicted to this, and you have to get your daily fix of getting in and seeing those little red and green candle bars and you pressing the buttons. And that's what this was. So don't take this as a play on, oh, I'm showing you guys something great I did or something that you should be doing. This was just off the cuff trading, going in and seeing what I could be done. What you want to take away from here is the use of the template. That template, setting it to a reasonable loss and to a reasonable gain, allows you to get out and not be jackknifed by the stock. So right here, the stock jackknifes, it'll probably go past my stop, but it'll within reason, right? It'll kick me out and I won't lose a whole lot of money. So that's what I was working on. So, but on the first 3 trades, right off the bat, I think I'm down $15. And right here, the reversal indicators telling me to get out, but I have a feeling about this stock moving up. Here's another $4.43. That would have been another exit point. So what I did wrong in this trade was I've had 2 trades, one at $9, this one at $4.85. That's $13 right there that I could have closed. All I had to do was hit cancel and sell at the ask, sell market, or sell flatten out. I wouldn't have gotten those high of an amounts. But let's say I've got half or 3/4. Those 2 trades would have been winners. Instead of being down $15, I'd be up. I'd be, well, less than that. And in subsequent trades where I did make a little bit of money, things would have been better. Yeah, so here I get stopped out again, which is okay. $13 is not going to kill me. It does put me under for the month, though, right? Now I've got a losing November, but only by a couple of bucks, so I'm not terribly worried. Oh, this monster, CYCU. I don't know why I went to look at this. I swear. Now, that's why I went to look at it. I wanted to see. I didn't see this in the bar chart or in the Yahoo. Look at that. That hit 549. So yesterday afternoon, I bought 240 shares at 270. It dropped to 238, and I stopped out losing $80. My thought was to hold this until this morning. And I looked on the mobile this morning, and I saw that it went up to 4 or 350 or something. And I thought, okay. But then I checked it later on the mobile, and it was still staying within 350. So I thought, oh, forget it. But it went to $5. I could have sold it this morning for a profit, made a cool $200 had I kept it swing instead of panicking and stopping out yesterday at $81. But those are the choices you make. And like I did mention in the video where I recapped that trade, I was foggy. I've been ill for the past 3 days. And when you're foggy and your mind isn't totally there, you cannot focus completely. You can see some things, but there's other things you cannot see. So yesterday, the play would have been to not buy it high, let CYCU fall to 238, buy 500 shares there, and hold them until this morning. This morning, go in at a little after 4 and sell them for a huge profit at 350. It's almost $1. Anyway, so we continue to be capricious about trying to get some money back out of this GLTO. And we do believe that it has a potential. And what I'm looking at here is down at the zero lag indicator down at the bottom, the purple histogram is starting to pick up. I can't recall if this was a winning trade or a loser. But the reversal indicator is still there, but you see it starts to move up. And so we think, hey, we have an opportunity. We think that it's going to continue to go. And notice we didn't change our template. We didn't modify our stops. Our sell limits, we just kept them as they were. So here I'm drawing a trend line of what I think it has to go above, not where I'm going to get out. With the strength that it was moving up, and that this was coming off a halt, by the way, yeah. So and that's what that 5-minute gap is the halt. With the strength that it was moving up, I thought it had room to 32, 33. Just checking now, see what it wound up. I think it came back down. Yeah, it hit 33. And then it sold off and it's right around 23 now. And here I'm encouraged by the fact that I set my stop and it's not coming down. So I doubled down and I purchased some more. The only scary thing is that where I drew that line, it's already tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times to get up above that amount, little under 29, and it hasn't. And this got scary right here. It came down very low, almost hit my stops. And as a matter of fact, one of the stops got taken out, if you didn't see that. So I'm back down to 5 shares. Here I buy some more again. So now I'm in for 10 shares, and there's keeps pushing down. And I was a little too eager and too early on these trades. But here we finally start moving up. This would have been the point to add right here, another 10. But I didn't, and now you see me moving my sell limits down because I know it's not going to hit 33. It's just too much resistance. And as a matter of fact, it starts to sell off a little bit. Our time and sales, they're showing almost as much red and green. But here we pick up, takes us out, and we recover $10. And now we're only down $3.42. So this is a cat and mouse game that you got to play with these stocks. At the same time that I was looking at this, I was looking down there. You see me pointing down there? 4,100, 1,200. Huge amounts of asks at 29 and above. And so, but here, for some reason, those get out, they get bought out. Something happens. So we jump in again. So we were down about $13. We gained about 10 more. Gained 10 positive green to get us within 342. And there we're not getting filled. I have to move it up to get filled because I think it's going to pop again. And I got to bring my sell limit all the way down because I know it's going to pop all the way up to that close to the higher day. But I just don't know when it's going to do it. And at this point, I'm dwindling down my cash, so I don't have that much cash to add much more. And it's dangerous to add at the top anyway. So I didn't go ballistic and add a whole bunch more. But here, I'm expecting the pop. And so I go in. And all based on the histogram down at the bottom, the fact that the histogram is picking itself back up, and the fact that we have that on the 10-second chart, we have that doji there to the upside. It was telling me is that, whatever's coming in, it's is moving up. So we got our stop somewhere around 31.41, which is a little high, I still think. Trying to pull $10 out of the market or out of this trade. And I see someone selling a lot of folks at 29.91 and at 30.66, so I moved it down. There we go. We get taken out, and now we're up 64 cents. We didn't make that much money, but look at that. 31 to hit a new high a day. Have we gone in with more shares? And that's the pop I was looking for. But with pops like this also comes reversal. So we can't get excited now and say, oh, let's jump in. So I wasn't using the calculator to calc my my settled funds cash, and I finally do that and take a look at how much I've got. So I've got about $600, $604. I can buy about a total of 19 shares now, but it's still pretty high here at 31.83. And I'm not moving away from my template. And this is a risk. This is unmitigated risk here, because there's no guarantee that this thing is going to hit above 34. And there you go. And I go back in again. The stubborn trader. And what I see here is that the asks are getting lower, and it looks like they're stepping away, and the bids are falling in closer. And so I bring it down to get taken out and at least get green on the day. Everybody have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll try again tomorrow. We'll see if we can go live. There we go, 273 for the day. Start another green streak.